I've seen another guy come up in the reports, not just this time, but, last week, and a guy that, Jacksonville Jaguars want to retain, but, it's a big question mark, and he could be walking, is the nickel cornerback, Aaron Colvin. And Aaron Colvin is probably the best nickel corner in the whole league. He had a little bit of the injury bug this year, and most likely 672 snaps. Didn't allow one touchdown from any player, and literally whoever he was covering didn't allow a touchdown. With you got AJ Bouye and Jalen Ramsey on your team, probably does help a lot. But Patrick Robinson wasn't a big-time player coming to this team. A one-year, $1 million deal, cheaper than cheap. And the way he played was definitely worth the $1 million of the work we got out of him this year. A guy that we wanted out of camp, a guy that we wanted off this team when Darby came here, and now he's going to be walking, probably going to definitely get paid. So Aaron Colvin is a guy that's battled the injury bug, like I said, and 672 snaps, did not allow one touchdown over his head this year. Probably the best nickel corner in the whole league, and the Jaguars are probably not going to retain him. They're on like a 50-50 bubble with him to see if they can, but they have a lot of big contracts over there, and they're going to have a cap mess of their own. Just signed Blake Bortles to a 3-year extension. So between everyone else getting paid, we'll see if they can retain him or not. But this guy, the Eagles should jump in and get him. They should jump in and get this guy for at least put him through camp, see what he can do through camp, and see how he, can match against our offensive guys. Let's see what he could do, because we need to replace Patrick Robinson. I understand you got Russell Douglas, you got Jalen Mills, you got Darby, you got Sidney Jones in the mix. Why not add another guy to the group? Why not add another guy to the group and see what he could do? So, this isn't a bad idea. I think you should maybe sign him. Hey, we want to see what you could do. We have a lot of competition on our team, on our defense in the secondary. We want you to join that competition and see what you could do. And I don't know how much he'll get paid, but it's not going to be a large sum because he's coming off of injury, or he had the injury bug. So Aaron Colvin, he's got the talent. I've watched some highlights. I watched some videos on him. He's quick, man. He's got really quick feet. He could stay with a slot receiver pretty well. He's definitely a better player than Patrick Robinson. Definitely better. I just want to see if he, I mean, with his skill set going into this, Philadelphia Eagles defense would be very exciting to see what he can do. But to add him to the group would be absolutely awesome. In the secondary, you got to have backups, all right? So if you at least, if Russell Douglas doesn't get the start or something like that, then, you have a guy in Russell Douglas that could sit on the bench like he did last year. Darby got hurt. Russell Douglas came in and did very well. Almost had he had 2 picks, but could have had more picks and really showed himself. Really did. And so there's a lot of things they could do, combination-wise, they could do a lot of things, with this secondary. And, I'd say probably Russell Douglas is going to be the odd man if they sign, this guy. Literally, they can really do some work. They could probably sit out Russell Douglas. They could sit out Russell Douglas and do whatever they have to do. But like they did this year. But Aaron Colvin, man, good player. But signing corners is not the thing that we really need to do, but if it's for a cheap deal, a cheap contract, a prove-it deal, whatever it is, would probably be the way we go with him, if that's the case. So all I gotta say is, I say good things about him, and, I think he would thrive in this defense. I think, good things would happen. And we'll see what happens. I mean, I'm not thrilled about signing a corner because we have enough competition as it is. But if you want to bring a reliable, because we don't have a veteran corner. We don't have a guy that's played on a good defense, a guy that can be a leader, we need another leader on this team. Even if you sign a guy like Aaron Cole, he's a leader, okay? He really is. I saw him mic'd up for a few games. I was like, damn, this guy, he's pretty damn crazy. He really is. So we'll see what happens, but man, it's another guy on the radar right now, and you know, we'll see what happens. So it's only a matter of time. You know, got 2 weeks till free agency, but you know, don't count him out being on this team, because Patrick Robinson's definitely walking, not retaining him. And if you want to bring this guy, like I said, prove it deal, bring this guy back, and you know, and see what he could do. And honestly, the more competition we have in the secondary, the better it's going to be. Because you know what, I know we signed a guy from the Chiefs practice squad, another guy from the Bears practice squad. I know we signed like 2 other corners from the 2 practice squads, but you know, I mean, who knows what's going to happen with them? Probably nothing. But the more competition, the more people, the better. And the better thing is that we have an offense right now that does very well. So it's good competition. If you don't have offensive weapons, like how do you practice against the best? The personnel guys that we have are going to be practicing against Super Bowl champions offense. You know what I mean? So it's a good thing, all right? And it comes a long way. So that's all I gotta say. So we'll see what happens. So that's all I gotta say. Do you guys think that this guy can fit into this defense? Do you think he's gonna demand a lot of money? Do you think that he'll, you know, maybe want to prove it deal and get his chance? Since he's came off an injury bug, you know what I mean? So, you know, how much is really going to be asked, you know, of this guy to do for this team. So that's all I got to say, guys. So Shake Squad up 5, go slide. Peace. For your bitch, get a bag from it, then I never call her. Now she tripping, going crazy, nigga, tell her let her